government officials insist that this...
That BNC Live has been following from the beginning. A father continues his mission to find out what happened to his son.
Daniel Robinson vanished in the Buckeye Desert.
Daniel Robinson went missing in the Buckeye Desert.
Urgent plea from a father who has scoured the vast Arizona desert himself.
4-year-old Daniel Robinson, and this is a very, very odd mystery.
Daniel Robinson disappeared on June 23rd in the far West Valley.
His parents, David and Melissa, need our help.
I'm David Robinson, the father of geologist Daniel Robinson.
His name, Daniel Robinson. And leading the search, not law enforcement, but Daniel's father, David.
God knows how much we can bear, you know, and at times I feel like I can't really take but so much more.
Where is Daniel Robinson?
And identify they were human leg bones.
But you know what? It's still urgent to me as a father because, you know, we found human remains out here.
David Robinson had only one thought on his mind as he drove the nearly 1,800 miles from his South Carolina home to Phoenix.
I had to find my son. I also want to thank the volunteers that come out here every weekend, volunteering their time. And, you know, without these special people behind me, I wouldn't have a search.
How does a young man vanish off the face of the earth? How does that happen? No record, no sightings, nothing. He's just gone. And when I say a young man, I'm talking about 25-year-old Daniel Robinson. He is the apple of his parents' eye. A young geologist, music lover, good-looking, great grades, the works. So why can't we find Daniel? I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. And his dad, David Robinson, is using the GoFundMe money to fund his own investigation and the desperate search for his boy, his son, Daniel Robinson, 25 years old. What happened to him? How did he just disappear? David Robinson, sir, thank you so much for being with us. Tell me when you first realized your son just hadn't called in a couple of days, that he was truly missing.
Yes, my son, on the 23rd, I did get a call from my daughter. She also lives out in Phoenix. And at times I feel like I can't really take but so much more.
But in his weakest times, David says it's the volunteers that provide him strength.
You know, everybody know that I call them my extended family. And so this visual is the same thing. We all here have one common goal, and that's to find Daniel and also to bring light what happened to other families.
As the Robinsons' extended family light candles tonight, their collective light shines towards that day when their question is answered and Daniel comes home. Josh Sanders, 12 News.
You are my shelter from the storm. You keep me safe inside your wings. You are my comfort when life gets hard. You lead me to water to drink. And now I trust
When the lights and camera turn off, I will be here. When the interest and conversation fade, I will be here. When there's no one around, a father will do anything it takes to be there for his son, to protect his family.
Daniel Robinson went missing 4 months ago. This is the last photo his family has of him. He's a 24-year-old geologist, last seen leaving his job site in Buckeye, Arizona.
As the Gabby Petito homicide case garners national attention, another young person has been missing for nearly 3 months, and his family is desperate to find him. 24-year-old Daniel Robinson, a geologist, was last seen on the morning of June 23rd, leaving his work site in the desert of Buckeye, Arizona.
David Robinson had only one thought on his mind as he drove the nearly 1,800 miles from his South Carolina home to Phoenix.
I had to find my son. And I will continue to search for him. Thank you guys for coming in this morning. My name is David Robinson. I am the father of geologist Daniel Robinson. For those who don't know, my son Daniel, a geologist, he graduated from the College of Charleston in Charleston, South Carolina. My son came out to Arizona to start his career in geology. He landed his first job in life. He landed his first job with a company called Matrix New World, also called Matrix Southwest Groundwater. There they hired him on as a field geologist. His job, what he does is he gets assignments from his company to go out to various well sites all over this state of Arizona. Their job is to check the viability of those wells. Those wells have to produce at least 100 years of water by law. Their company determines that. Dan's job is to do that. Again, he's a very brilliant scientist that came out here to use to make Arizona great, to use his skills to help families and things, to pay people who may be, for instance, buying a house, these communities that are being built. So his job is very important. On June 23rd, as you know, my son went out to, he got 2 assignments to go to 2 well sites, both in Buckeye, Arizona. One is off of I-10 near the Verrado Way area. For those who is in Arizona know what I'm talking about. He had the first well site located there. He went to that first one, got there around 7 o'clock that morning. Around 7:15, a little after 7, he was taking some logs and things like that. From that point, he did get a phone call from a guy who he would be going to for the next well site. They gave him directions not to come up to the well site because of some fuel vehicle that wasn't going to show up. In that transaction, I don't know what happened from that point other than what was told to me by the Buckeye Police Department, as well as what was told to me about the guy who was waiting on my son at the well site, the next well site. But according to this one person that was waiting on my son, he said that Daniel made it to that well site around 9 o'clock that morning, and they went into that desert, out there in the desert, to the well site. They got there around the 9 o'clock hour, like I said, and when they got there, they spoke for a little while, roughly 10 minutes or so, according to this worker. And in that change of conversation about the weather, my son waved off to him where he was never ever seen again. Waved off to him, drove off where he was never ever seen again. You guys know the story from there. Those who are familiar with the story, those who are not, that's what I'm here for, to give you those informations. But I want to start off this morning a little different. I want to thank everybody who came out to a day of remembrance. You guys, we had for those who may not know, we had an event this past weekend, a day of remembrance, to bring some some light into other families, cases for other families, to bring their story to the forefront, to give them a platform to be able to tell their stories and to get some of the resources that they deserve and need. So I want to say thank you to everybody who showed up to that event, those families that came out to the event, as well as the vendors that came out for those resources. I really appreciate each and every last one of you, my team and my staff, my team. I want to say coming out, as well as, of course, coming out and putting this day of remembrance together. I really want to thank them. They worked really hard to get it together, and we're very successful at it. And I really appreciate that. The time, as well as, like I said, for those families, I wanted to make sure I highlight at least the three families. One, you guys you pay attention to some of the stuff, because these people need help as well. You guys have been helping me. I see you guys have been showing me love, and my family love. Like I said, have been out there in the desert searches with me as well. You guys have been donated to the GoFundMe. You guys have been praying for me and giving me kind words. So definitely want you to pay attention to a little bit of this. I want to give you some couple families really quick here before I go into the Q&A. Answer your questions. You have any questions, of course, you guys know that how it rolls, those who came to this channel before. If you have any questions about my son's case or anything, definitely put the word question there before your question in the comment section, or the word question or a question mark, or the capital letter Q, something like that before your question. That way, when I come down the comment section, I can actually see that, and you guys can, so I will see that and try to answer those questions as much as possible. One thing really quick, though, on the bottom of the screen, you have the tip line, anonymous tip line. I pay for that 24 hours, 7 days a week. If you guys have any information about my son's disappearance that will bring my son back home, I'll utilize that tip line. That's what I have it for. It's 24 hours, 7 days a week, live operators, like I was saying, and they will take your call. You can remain anonymous if you like. If you don't want to speak to anybody, you just want to give your tip without speaking to anybody, you can text the word tip to that number, and the form will come, and you still can remain anonymous. So please utilize the number. Those or whoever know anything about my son's disappearance and was reluctant to say anything, now is the time. It's been over a year now. I'm definitely needing this closure. My family need this closure. And also, if you have any other tips, you can also use that as well. I don't mind sharing the knowledge to whoever needs to go at. But anyway, at the beginning, I want to share a couple of things with you guys. We have missing families here in Arizona. Of course, these families, I will try my best, and I believe I will be having them on here to talk about their family members and to let you guys know how you can help find their loved ones, because it's really, when I say the day of remembrance, is really hard for the families, I'm sure, to come up and speak. But you know what? They're brave. They came out to tell their stories of their missing loved ones. Really painful for myself even to hear that. I'm sure it's very painful for everybody who was around listening to hear these stories. It's not unique to just my families. There's a lot of families out there that have missing loved ones. I just want to share a screen real quick, and we're going to go there, and I'm go with the first person I have here. Let's see here. And I want you guys to, let's see if I can get this right. Okay, I'm going to put this on the front here. This first person, the father of, let's see here, we're going to get everything straight here. I got this off of Nameless, you guys. If you guys can see that, I hope you can. I want to make sure I get this correct. But his name is Ethan Benjamin Risto. I want to say his name correctly, but you guys definitely want to put this information up as well. I met the family there at the Day of Remembrance, and I'm really grateful that his father came out to share his story with us. And Mr. Risto, he went missing his last seen on August 21st. But I do have here his father say he actually was missing on August the 20th, 2021. And like I say, he's 38 years of age. He's a white male. He's 5'8", 180 pounds. Mr. Risto has brown hair, shaved hair, brown short shaved hair. He had blue eyes. He's been missing since August the 20th, according to his father, and as well as he's been missing from Scottsdale and Fountain Hills, Arizona. He was last seen wearing a black T-shirt, green knee-length shorts, black high-top Converse, tennis shoes, and black eyeglasses. Ethan, he has been missing since Friday, like I said, August the 20th. He was last seen in the Fountain Hills with his wife and two small sons. Ethan is a devoted father of his two small sons, ages 4 and 5. On the 20th of August of 2021, Ethan was last seen in the desert area near East Shade Road. You guys know about that here in Arizona. That's East Shade Road and Beeline Highway near the border of Fountain Hills and the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian community. It has not been seen since. Earlier that day, he visited Safeway and DJ's Bagel Cafe in Fountain Inn. Ethan's vehicle is a 2005 blue Toyota Highlander. So if you guys know anything and you've seen those vehicles also, it was located abandoned in that area. So you guys have any information, there's also a phone number. It is for the Salt River Police Department. You guys can call it 480-850-9230. That's 840-850-9230. And his family, really nice family, came out to the Day of Remembrance to tell his story. It says here, Ethan's family and friends are desperately asking the public for help. Maybe someone out there have saw something or know something and can help find Ethan. So you guys can get this information as well. I have here also his Facebook page there for some information off the Facebook page. I want to put that as the new Arizona Missing and Unclaimed and Unsolved. You guys can look out for him. You guys know any information as well. Like I said, the numbers right here on the bottom of the screen here, the case numbers there, but you have the Salt River Police Department right here. I don't know if I can highlight that, but definitely have the number here for you guys can, let me see if I can highlight that. No, but you can definitely give the phone call if you have any information as well. They have the case number here as well. Definitely want to find him and bring him home. So you guys have, like I said, you have been looking out for me and my family. Could do the same thing for this family. I really appreciate you guys have done it. Also, just want to say real quickly, let me see here if I can get this stuff here. Really quickly, definitely, like I say, just make sure you guys, if you try to help as many missing loved ones, missing families, if you can, that's one thing I have been trying to do. Coming out here to Arizona, I gained a passion to help families as well. So those passions have definitely grown on me to be able to help others, because like I said, one day you can be like I was, just sitting at home, enjoying your retirement or just having a day off or whatever the case may be. And then the next day you're out in the desert or somewhere searching for one of your loved ones. It can happen to anybody. It happens all over this country. It happens all the time. And that's one of the things that have been plaguing this entire country as well. Also, I want to also put up another family. And this one is of a young lady. Hold on a second, get it here. All right. Her name is Alicia Navarro. She's been missing about 2 years ago now, or 3 years ago now. And definitely want to highlight her story as well. And so what I'm going to do here is put her up on the screen. I guess you guys, it's a little short video here. I want you guys to watch that as well. Tell you a little bit more about her story. You guys can definitely help this family out as well. Her mother is very passionate, been working really hard to find her daughter. Of course, there's nothing worse than seeing a mother, have to go through that. Any family had to go through their missing loved one, especially a child. She's a young child. So I'm going to put this up for you guys. Can you please pay attention to this as well? Let's see if I can get this going here. There we go.
911, where's your emergency? I have an autistic girl that is not currently at my house. She must have sneaked out at night.
Alicia Navarro left her Glendale home just days before her 15th birthday. She wrote a note saying, "I ran away. I will be back, I swear. I'm sorry." We always check the house first to make sure a child hasn't returned or isn't hiding somewhere. They checked the backyard. They were able to find some things were stacked up against the wall. She was about 4'5", so she had to stack things to jump the wall to run away. Alicia has autism and needs special care. So in fear for her safety, law enforcement sent out the first ever silver alert for a missing child in the state of Arizona. They canvassed the neighborhood, searched for video surveillance, while her family pleaded for her safe return.
And nothing in the world will ever change how much I love you. The day you're born, I've loved you. And I want to let you know that it's okay. Please communicate with someone.
Alicia left with her computer and phone, which Glendale police have tried to track, but no new location data has come in. For 2 years, investigators and Alicia's family have worked to raise awareness, putting up billboards and hosting news conferences.
There's not a day that I don't think of her. I miss her very much. And I just want to know where she's at, if she's okay.
It's still not clear exactly why she left, but police have learned she was communicating with people online through gaming forums. The conversations that we were able to uncover, we have followed up on those. We've talked to each one of those people individually and tried to rule.
Okay, I may have to do that over again. I heard that maybe you guys haven't have any sound, and I want to make sure that is correct. Okay. If everybody can hear me now, can you let me know by putting there some say, "Hey Tim, you can hear me"? I'm not sure if you can or not. Somebody give me a thumbs up. There's still no sound. Okay, good. I started to see that. Thank you guys for responding. I'm not sure if you guys got the video information there, but I wanted to make sure that I highlight Jessica Nunez's daughter. Her daughter Alicia went missing, and I'm gonna see if I don't know if you guys got anything from that video, but I want to go ahead and play that video one more time. And what I would do is check and see if you guys are having any audio. If my team can, let me know about the audio. I'm gonna try this one more time, and hopefully this time you guys can get the audio. I really hope so. Anyway, this is very important, like I said, for this family, and if you guys can definitely help this family out. Jessica Nunez, she's been suffering. She's a mother suffering. Like I said, it's hard, especially your child, children. It's very painful. So I really know that. So you guys can, if you can, I'm gonna try it one more time, and hopefully this time it works out. Okay. Obviously, this video is not working out. But what I want to do is also just go ahead and share the screen, and we'll talk about it because it's very important. I do have one article here uh, uh, from the local news station here, and I will put that up as well, so you guys can at least know exactly about this case. Very, very important to get the information out as well. So that's why I really want to have this to happen. So you guys can hold on here. I definitely have. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. One thing here. Her name is the mother of the missing teenager with autism, Elisa Navarro. Fears she was lured away from Glendale, Arizona home by an online predator. 15-year-old Elisa Navarro was last seen at her home in Glendale, Arizona, in the very early morning hours of September the 15th, 2019. When her parents woke up, she was gone and had left a note for them stating she would return. She never did. The Glendale police is investigating. As it goes down here, and I think I know what the problem is, you guys. I will probably get to try this video one more time here. I didn't turn on the sound. For Jessica Nunez, the last 6 months have been a nightmare. Her teenage daughter, Alicia Navarro, disappeared from their Glendale home in Glendale, Arizona, on September 15th, 2019. Now, as the coronavirus spreads at a rapid pace across the world, Jessica said she has even more terrified. She is even more terrified for her daughter's safety. We just need to find her, and I need to know that she is safe. This is from her mother. Jessica said tearfully, "My girl is out there alone without me, and none of this virus is horrible. And now this virus is horrible. I just need her back home." Jessica said she is especially worried because her daughter is on the autism spectrum and is known to be shy and anxious in some social situations. She takes medicine and has a compromised immune system. Jessica worried Alicia's anxiety will also overwhelm her with the current situation. It also says here, Jessica says, it is just very worrisome. I've worried about her for 6 months, and now this is almost too much. In the very early hours of September the 15th, 2019, Jessica saw her daughter for the last time. It was around 1 o'clock a.m., and Jessica was waiting for her husband to get off work. Alicia came down for a glass of water and then returned to her room. She was really big into gaming. Jessica said she would stay up later playing games online and talking to her friends. I didn't think anything of it. It seems safe to me. Then it comes down here. Say later the same morning, around 7 a.m., Jessica made breakfast for her husband and her two young children, Elisa's younger brother and sister. Elisa was not up yet. That's when Jessica noticed the back door was open. When she checked the backyard, she discovered several chairs next to a wall at the edge of their backyard. Jessica had a sinking feeling that Elisa used them to jump over the wall. She checked her daughter's bedroom. Elisa was gone. A short time later, Jessica found a note on Alicia's desk that read, "I ran away. I will be back. I swear. I'm sorry." Alicia's laptop was also gone, but the chargers were left behind in her room. Jessica told Dateline this was out of character for Alicia and immediately called the police. She told Dateline she was extremely worried, but assumed the team would be back in a few days. We're past 6 months mark. We're past the 6 month mark now. Jessica said, "Where is she?" Alicia isn't a high demanded girl, according to her mother. She liked to wear the same clothes and the same shoes over and over, which her mother says it is because of her autism. She only wore sweatshirts in Arizona, despite the harsh heat. Alicia wasn't fond of being out in the public much for very long. She did, however, like going to McDonald's, where her mother said she'd been eating chicken nuggets for years. She had just started the school year at Brigade Catholic High School, and her anxiety had peaked for several days. But Jessica said her daughter has never been unhappy at home. So what I'm saying, you guys definitely want to look out for this family. I'm gonna try this video one time. I did notice one thing. If you guys can tell me, the team, you can tell me I do have you on the chats. You can tell me if this come up. I really need to get this video out here, guys, so you guys can hear more information about this case. This mother need all the help she can get. I want to make sure I be able to highlight that and try to make sure I do my part of helping her find her daughter. You guys, this is one of the families that came out also to a day of remembrance. And the mother, if you met her, you can see her pain. You can see her pain and her frustration. And, so I just want to do everything I can to help. So I'm going to try this one more time, you guys. If it don't happen this time, I will work on that. And on next Q&A, I'll see if I can get that fixed. But definitely want to I'll put that out here again. I'm going to try this one more time. And please, team, can you please tell me if I am having that sound also? All right. Thank you.
911, where's your emergency? I have an autistic girl that is not currently at my house. She must have sneaked out at night.
Alicia Navarro left her Glendale home just days before her 15th birthday. She wrote a note saying, "I ran away. I will be back. I swear. I'm sorry."
We always check the house first to make sure a child hasn't returned or isn't hiding somewhere. They checked the backyard. They were able to find some things were stacked up against the wall. She's about 4'5", so she had to stack things to jump the wall to run away.
Alicia has autism and needs special care. So in fear for her safety, law enforcement sent out the first ever silver alert for a missing child in the state of Arizona. They canvassed the neighborhood, searched for video surveillance, while her family pleaded for her safe return.
And nothing in the world will ever change how much I love you. It's the day you're born, I've loved you. And I want to let you know that it's okay. Please communicate with someone.
Alicia left with her computer and phone, which Glendale police have tried to track, but no new location data has come in. For 2 years, investigators and Alicia's family have worked to raise awareness, putting up billboards and hosting news conferences.
There's not a day that I don't think of her. I miss her very much. And I just want to know where she's at, if she's okay.
It's still not clear exactly why she left, but police have learned she was communicating with people online through gaming forums.
The conversations that we were able to uncover, we have followed up on those. We've talked to each one of those people individually and tried to rule them out as best as we can. The FBI does have her gaming computer. They're forensically examining that, and we hope that as our technology gets better, they'll be able to uncover who exactly it was that she had been talking to, and maybe we'll get some leads as to where she is or what happened to her.
2 detectives spend their days following up on tips from the public.
At least 300 tips. Each one of those tips they look at, they follow up with to complete exhaustion.
Even traveling to Nevada to look into potential sightings.
We hope that one of those tips is going to be the one that's going to bring her home. So far, we haven't been lucky enough to have that happen.
It's why investigators need your help.
If you know that you've seen her or just some clue, some piece of evidence that you know of, we want you to call, and you can be anonymous. The smallest little thing could be the break in the case. We just want her to come home.
here I am on mute as well. But thank you guys for joining in and listening. This family, like I said, really, really needs your help. Jessica, she really needs your help to get her daughter back home. I really appreciate it that you guys have, like I said, have been helping out as well. Just like you have been helping my family as well. I just wanted to make sure you guys have the information again. Elisa Navarro, her mother Jessica's looking for her daughter. She's been missing since September the 15th, 2019. Missing from Glendale, Arizona. Her date of birth is September the 20th, 2004. She is age 15 now. She's a female, Hispanic. Her hair is brown. Her eyes is brown. Her height is 4'5", and her weight is 95 pounds. You definitely can help her by going also to antipredatorproject.org. That's antipredatorproject.org. There's information there about the family and also how you guys can help. Also, you guys, there's a phone number there as well. It's 305-796-4859. That's Anti-Predator Project, 305-796-4859. And also, you can call the Glendale Police Department if you have information as well. That number is 623-930-3000. That's 623-930-3000. So you guys can definitely help this family out as well. And you guys remember also one of the people that showed up, and I really was pleased to meet her in person, is Sherry. I don't know if you guys remember, Sherry has been on this Q&A to talk about her mother, Diane Francis. You guys definitely want to help her family out as well. And we don't want to forget about Sherry. Sherry's been working. Her mother went missing out there in Florida. I want to share this with her. This is her mother, you guys. I don't know if you can remember that. And her mother went missing down in Florida. Sherry's been working very hard, her and her sister, to locate her mother, get information what happened to her mother out there in Florida. And also, she, like I said, she's been on here to share the story. She's been there as well. You guys, you know, we have a lot of missing people all over this country, and it's a big problem. The information out here, by the way, you guys need to get in contact with Sherry for more information as well. You got the information there. And also, I just want to say real quick, you can Google missing Diane Francis for more information. Her mother went missing in Jacksonville, Florida, and that was on November the 28th, 2005. Her mother's 53 of age, and she has strawberry blonde hair, hazel blue eyes. She's around 75 to 110 pounds. So you guys, like I said, if you can help her, Sherry, locate her mother. Diane Francis was last seen by her daughters, Jessica and Sherry Snyder. And in the year of 2003, at 1853 Warphorn Street in Northeast Palm Bay, Florida. The 2 years later, 2 years later, November the 21st, 2005, Diane would be apprehended by the law enforcement for trespassing, charged in Jacksonville, Florida. It says here, the very next day, okay, let me make sure I get this right. The very next day, the very last time, that was the last time that she was ever seen by anyone. She was, let's say, released from the jail, located on 500 East Adams Street in Jacksonville, Florida. And like I said, she was have been seen again. So you guys, it's been a very big mystery for her and her sisters to try to find out information. She tried to work really hard. She had some problems with the law enforcement sending her from one department to another. I guess, you know, like how sometimes these departments don't want to take on these cases and send you somewhere. So make a long story, just to even put a missing person report in, she had to go through hell just to get that started. So you guys, like I said, if you can help Sherry out as well about her mother's story, like I said, you can go Google missing Diane Francis. There's more information there as well for her story. And also you can contact Sherry at the information you see that at Sherry, that's ssnyder0615@gmail.com. Try to help the families out as well. So you guys, I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to listen and try to help these families. They really need help, like I said, and definitely I want to be able to do everything I can on my part to make sure they get that help. So definitely, if you guys can do that, please take this information down and look at this video over again and get some of the information and then help these families out. Also, if you guys, if you like, can you please hit that like, share, and subscribe on this YouTube channel? That's really helped this channel to grow. I'm really trying to get Daniel's story, keep Daniel's story out there as much as I can. And I'm trying to reach those persons or person that may know something that will happen to my son. And the only way I can do that is communication to get this story out there. So it's very important, guys, if you guys can share, like, and subscribe. Like I said, it make this channel a lot bigger, and also so I can reach more people. And then that's where as you sharing that, you may be sharing it with the right person that we actually share it to someone else that would get to that person that have seen something or heard something. So definitely need that. And if you're a family member that want to be on this Q&A or any, I even do something like I will probably be doing a Friday Q&A type deal for a family. You want to be on this YouTube channel to share your loved one's story, talk about the information about your loved one, feel free to get in contact with us as well, my team and myself. You go to Please Help Find Daniel at yahoo.com. I want to put the information here on the bottom. You go to Please Help Find Daniel at yahoo.com and put your request in as well. I put the information, contact information down on the bottom right here on the screen. My public cell phone number is 803-200-7994. And also, like I said, you can email me at pleasehelpfinddaniel@yahoo.com. Definitely, if you have any information or you just want to, like I said, be on the Q&A or anything, saying you can use those two forms to get in contact with us. So again, thank you so much for being here this morning. If you guys have any questions about my son's case, I am going down the comment section to look for those questions. If you want to put a question there, you have anything you want to ask or say, make sure you put the word question there before your question, a question mark or a capital letter Q, because as I'm coming down, I will be able to see it a lot easier. So try to get as many questions as I can. And if you guys can, I really thank you so much. I want to first thank Tub883 from England for coming in and to this Q&A. I really appreciate you taking time in those hours that you are there in England to watch this Q&A. I really appreciate that. And also thank you again, Sophia, for putting this information up here. I really appreciate that. You can donate here. Thank you so much for putting the GoFundMe up. You guys, the GoFundMe is very important. The amount I would like to try to reach that goal that would help me continue to stay here, continue to help my efforts to keep going forward. Everything I have been doing since I've been here, since I've started my searches, since I have started the flyer distributions and everything else, and all my efforts that like I said, to find my son, the donations have kept everything flowing. So I really appreciate that. Those are monies that have been used, and it's so up to date. You guys, I'm still trying to reach that goal, because as I get that goal, there's more funding coming in to keep things rolling. So I really appreciate it, you guys, if you can do that as well. Also, thank you, Sophia, for putting up this information as well. There's 119,957 voices that have signed that petition. And I'm telling you guys, if you guys can continue to do so, that I really be appreciative for that. 119 voices. Like I said before, I remember it was 5 and 10 voices on that petition. So you guys continue to do that. If you have multiple email addresses, you can do it multiple times. It is your voice amplified. But definitely it help out, because like I said, I'm trying to look for some changes in policies. I'm trying to look for action in the police departments when it comes to missing persons. So all the stuff will help, as well as for Daniel as well in my son's case, where I'm trying to push for some things. I do have some positive things that I can share with the public a little. I want to let you know there were some movements. I've been working really hard with law enforcement in the background, not the Buckeye Police Department exactly. Like I said, have lost any confidence in that department, as well as I would not be allow my son's case to go forward there. So really been pushing hard for other outside agencies into my son's case. I have gotten some movement, some wiggle room there. And I definitely want to share more detail with you guys. But I can say things are moving in a positive direction in that front. Trying to get my son's case removed into the right proper place, right? The right place it probably should have been at the beginning. So just want to make sure tell you a little bit about that. I'm really excited to be able to say something about it, but I'm definitely want to give you a little something, little positive movements that go into my son's case. After hard work, after you guys have, like I said, been calling, email and testing, that helped out a whole lot, as well as, like I said, pushing for these meetings to, talking to law enforcement in the background. So it's a lot of work that's been done in my son's case as well. You guys see me on Q&A, but my team and myself, and we do a lot of work in the background as well to try to, like I say, get some justice in my son's case and get some justice for Daniel and get some real police work done in my son's case. So keep praying for my family, keep praying for my efforts here. Definitely going to get those answers I need for my son. I'm definitely going to bring him back home. So, I'm not stopping, saying, you guys, I need your help. They'll continue to help. So thank you so much for everything you've done. Like I said, whether it's donations, to sign a petition, to passing out these flyers, even to encouragement, saying, like I said, that always helped me as well. So everything counts. So I really appreciate you guys. Also, thank you, Sophia, putting this up. Other ways you can volunteer tab. You guys, for non-search, we definitely, you guys go. I know some people told me, I say, hey, I signed this thing months ago, and I'm really grateful for that. We need that. We need those informations. As you know, we do have the foundation, and those information can help out in future endeavors. We're just trying to find the right and proper place for your skill set. So definitely, you guys can, if you guys can go on other ways, you can volunteer tab on the pleasehelpfinddaniel.com and put your information there. That help us out. So we will be able to utilize your skills. And if you're willing to utilize your skills, it will be very much grateful. So I definitely wanted to try to make sure we put people in, say, look at these skills and see how if you want to help, how it could be your skills that could be utilized in our efforts to help other people, as well as help my son's case. So thank you, Sophia, for putting that information up there. And also, if you guys can help me as well, if you want to help, and it's different ways you can help. Some people donate, some people want to print out, because I need these flyers out. It costly to put these flyers and get these flyers printed up. We get thousands of them out there, you guys. And if you guys want to help by going to pleasehelpfinddaniel.com and hit that PDF tab, the flyers tab, and you can see the PDF come up there, and you can print those flyers yourself if you like, and get them out into your neighborhood or wherever you want to. That helps out as well. That's another way of donating in a sense. I really appreciate that, you guys, if you are actually doing that, because I definitely need to reach that person or persons that may know something, and want to make sure that those flyers get out there. So anything like that help as well. If you guys want flyers sent to you, we can do that as well. And like I said, like this right here, you can print them out yourself. And I really appreciate it if you can. I do have an ambassador program I'm trying to develop more. So if you want to help that way as well, the information as well on the website. If you guys want to help with that, every Thursday at 5 o'clock, I have a Zoom. I think some people are having a hard time getting on the Zoom. I'm trying to figure that part out. But I would be there at 5 o'clock every time. And you guys can come there on that Zoom and hear more about the best of the program and how you can help get those flyers out. And that helps also with the foundation, Daniel Robinson Foundation, to get those flyers out. So, all right. Thank you also, Lois, for being here. I really appreciate you moderating as well. And thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you, Shauna, for being here this morning. I really appreciate you moderating as well, and being a team member as well. Thanks so much for being here and helping. Don't forget, you guys, to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Excuse me. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, that really helped the channel grow. I really appreciate you guys, because like I said, it's over 1,000 subscribers. A lot of great things come out of having those subscribers. The different tabs come to community tabs and things like that. I'm still learning about, but a lot of things come good out of that. So I really appreciate you guys for send your friends, your family. Just, hey, send them into the channel. Let them hit that like, share, and subscribe button. That like and subscribe button, and also ask them to share this YouTube channel so Daniel's story can get out farther, so some of these other family stories can get out farther. I really appreciate it. Also, PM, for being here this morning, and good morning to you as well. I'm going down the comment section. I'm gonna say good morning to everybody. And thank you so much for coming in. But I'm gonna go straight down the comment section. I'm gonna look for questions only. But I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for being here. I want to name you each person name by name. But since we have a short length of time here, I want to make sure I get all the questions I can as possible. So I just want to tell you, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you, Gina, as well, for being here. But I want to thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming in this morning and being a part of this Q&A. I do have a question from PM Channel. Thank you so much, PM Channel. And I think this is the first question I have here this morning. What was the most impactful moment you experienced, excuse me, at the Day of Remembrance? Well, I'm start off the question, then I continue with the rest of your question. The most impactful was to see the families, being able to get their stories out, and to see that the Day of Remembrance was able to give them that moment to do that. A lot of the families have been speaking out before, of course, but this Day of Remembrance is very important because, like I said, it gave them another opportunity to share their loved one's story and and see how it also gave them opportunity to see that they're not the only one. So it gave us a sense of family. It's a more intimate situation. Myself included, just being able to talk to families and share our pain. And so we understand each other. We understand what each other's going through. And so it also helped the families know that they're not alone. You're not the only one alone. You're not alone in this fight to find your loved one. So it is very impactful just to see the families being able to come up and share their stories and to get their flyers out, the information out to the public. So definitely, hopefully, that right person was there to hear that information, to take that information with them and put it out in the right place at the right time. God have a way of doing things like that, and they may get that just because of the Day of Remembrance, they may be able to get that answer that they're looking for because they came at the right place at the right time. But like I said, the most impactful thing for me was to see the families being able to share their stories, and also to be able to we all talk together, like I said, to get another family and let them know they're not alone. So how did other families benefit? They did benefit by the resources that was there as well. Like I said, being able to tell their stories. Also, sometimes families want to be heard. I know I do. Just want to be heard, especially by law enforcement. You want to be heard. You want to be listened to. You want to relay what you know about your loved one. I did hear Mr. Risto. The family was Ethan Risto. His family relaying that as well. You just need to listen. Just because he's a grown man doesn't mean he just want to go disappear on his own, basically, right? And that's an assumption that was given about my son from law enforcement. He's a grown man. He could disappear if he want to. Nobody tell people that, So you guys know how I feel about that. So, that's one of the things that, I think the families benefit from being able to tell their stories, like I said, and get those resources. I'm really happy. Did you receive adequate media coverage for this event? Unfortunately, no. I did get promises from the local news channels that said it's come out, but when I later came back on the next day, two of those channels did send late text messages where there was asking, was the event still a go? Of course, in the process of getting there early to make sure that things are set. I did not get those text messages, so I don't know if that was some of the reasons why they didn't show up. But that's definitely was one of the things that was lacking was that news media coverage of the event. So it doesn't matter. Like I told you guys, that helps as well, getting those stories out into the media. But the other part is, like I said, what helped most is, like I said, word of mouth is really big. So that's why I tell you guys, if you can share these family stories, share Daniel's story, and that's more impactful, and it helps a lot more than just news coverage. So word of mouth is bigger. So you guys can help. Also, here's a link right here. Shauna put this up for Mr. Risto and Ethan's Ethan family, their story. So you guys, that's the YouTube channel there. And thank you so much, Shauna, for putting that up. And definitely you can help their family out. I would be grateful, and they would be grateful as well. So also finding Alicia, that's the Facebook page there. She had the links in chats as well. you guys can, definitely go on her and just support that family. Her mother is suffering. It's hard. Just talking to her in the day of remembrance, it's hard to see this mother going through with her young child like that. It's really painful. Really painful. I couldn't probably hold myself together, just hearing her story and seeing her mother, the pain. You can see it all in her face. You see it all in her eyes. The pain that she's been carrying for years now. And like I told you guys, just because a person go missing and it could be some years, it doesn't mean that that pain go away. To families, every time I talk to them, I'm telling you guys, same here. It's like it happened yesterday. They don't never talk about their loved one, even if it's 10 years. They don't talk about them like it's been a long time ago and they just moved on with life. It's more so like it happened yesterday. Because the reason why you don't have those answers and those things just play in your head over and over and over again, you think about other ways what you could have done or how you could have helped that person not to go missing. I mean, to think about all kind of ways, all kind of things. Sometimes you beat up on yourself. It's a lot of things that a family member go through, especially like a mother. You can imagine with a young child. This is a little baby that went missing. So you guys can really understand her pain. So. Man, it's really rough. But anyway, you guys, you get the information. Thank you, Sean, for putting that up. Please be able to use that information to help this family, help all the families. Sherry as well. She was a young lady, her and her sister. Some people don't know how it is to have a mother missing. We had a young man missing his mother in Arizona. I'm not sure what happened with that case just recently, but having to miss a mother is very tough. So like Mr. Risto missing his son, no matter how old you are, you're missing your child, that's still your child. You know what I'm saying? It's really painful. So you guys, if you could continue to help these families just as much as you help my family, I really appreciate it. Thank you also, Sophia, for putting this up. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. I'll tell you that again. That really helped this YouTube channel. Get out there, father, to help other people, especially help my son. My first priority is to Daniel. And I've created this channel to make sure that I get his story out there. So if you guys can help me do that, I really appreciate it. And also to be able to help other families, like I said, to get their stories out as well. That's what it's for. Not just, like I said, it's not just unique to my family. So I want to try to help as many people as I can, do my part to help. Please help finddaniel.com. Email, please help finddaniel@yahoo.com. Just email you guys for myself and the team. If you want to get in touch with us, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And also, thank you, Shauna, for y'all putting some good information out there in the chats. I really appreciate it. Prayer and fast for Daniel on September the 21st, 2021. Guys, it's going on a year and 3 months since Daniel been missing. Each month, for me, it's not, a lot of times it's another anniversary, another month. This is an everyday thing for me. Everyday thing. I have to live with that every day. But we do kind of mark those things off and say, how humanistic we do things, marking, hey, it's been a year, hey, it's been a month, things like that. I can tell you it's very painful every time we have to, deal with that, just that reality. I was just talking to one of the, I had an interview yesterday, and I was just saying to this person on the interview, for me every day, I just miss this. There's be sometimes it come to me like, look, I haven't even talked to my son today. So I'm used to talking to Daniel, and we have our 2-hour conversations. I haven't had that over a year, and sometimes those realities hit you in the head, and and that's when the pain comes. It comes because that reality is that you haven't heard your child's voice, and it's painful. So I told her, hey, look, sometimes I have to play some voicemail or recording that I have his voice just to hear his voice. His mother, the same way, she have a voicemail that he sent to her that she had to listen to just to hear her son's voice. So you can't take these things for granted. But I want to say I don't see any more questions here, but I want to tell you guys thank you so much for coming out here on this Q&A and supporting this YouTube channel, supporting me and everything I have done and are doing to fight for my son, and as well as try to help others. But one thing I want to say, if you guys have any more questions or anything you want to share, or if you want to come on this YouTube channel, please, like I say, hit me up on please help find Daniel at yahoo.com. But if you guys have more questions and you didn't get it out here this morning, please come back to this evening. I do know you guys know I have that Q&A this evening, prime time. This is at 5:30 p.m. here in Arizona. That's 8:30 p.m. There in the East Coast. So you guys, if you can, please come back by again and give you a question. I do want to say something real quick here. Thank you so much, Missy Mimsy, for coming in out of Scotland to join in this Q&A as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and thank you for leaving that message you say with Heavy D Sparks. I really appreciate it. I hear his voice a lot, and as well, I keep saying, I want to try to get in contact with them. You guys, I've been saying those things and really trying hard to get to the point of doing that. Sometimes it does get past me. So, all right, and also, Shauna put this information there as well. I want to say also, I'm not going to forget about the resources that was there, the Day of Remembrance. I want to tell them thank you as well, the Alzheimer's and National Alliance Mental Health, and for participating in the Day of Remembrance. Thank you, Shauna, for reminding me also about the vendors, some of the resource tables, and also the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children of Arizona, Search, Track, and Rescue Native American Solution. All of those that has came out to a Day of Remembrance to give the resources to the families who was there. I really want to appreciate them taking their time out and coming out to a Day of Remembrance. You guys keep praying for, like I said, those people, right? Because their hearts are in the right place. They provide these resources for these families, so definitely want to keep them in mind, and don't forget about them as well. All the great work they're doing as well. So. To all the people on the resource tables, also the families, also the people who came out to support, I want to tell you thank you for making a Day of Remembrance a success. Like I said, my team and I, we worked really hard. They worked really hard to get this, pull us together, and we're really grateful for those who was able to benefit from it, and it made us feel good to be able to see people get something out of it and receive what we was trying to give to them. So. Really happy with my team as well. Again, Shauna put the hashtag there. You guys, if you can, put the hashtags now. Prayer and fast and prayer for Daniel. Prayer and fast for Daniel. But I say fast and prayer for Daniel. You guys, on September the 21st, you guys, if you can, start the hashtags fast and prayer for Daniel. And definitely it will help out as well. Get those algorithms on that. Try to get more people participating in that as well. So, all right, I think I have one thing to see here. Day of Remembrance was amazing. Thank you, Karita, for putting that up. Day of Remembrance was amazing and educational. I learned more, and this from you. Want to support. Thank you first of all for coming out and supporting. I learned more stories of how to help. I also received valuable information to protect my younger kiddos. It's different raising the babies in social media than raising the teen. Thank you, everyone, and the resources. Yeah, and thank you for coming out and supporting the families as well. That meant a lot to those families, and meant a lot to me, and meant a lot to my team. We really thank you, Karita, for coming out and supporting. And thank you, your children, for your children that receive, for you receiving those information you need as well. Thank you so much for all your support that you do outside of that as well, helping out with my efforts to find Daniel. So I really want to thank you guys. Thank you again. I don't see any more questions here. If I have missed a question, I apologize. I don't see any here. I'm strolling down the comment section, and I did come to the end of the comment section. So I want to tell you guys, thank you so much again for coming out to this Q&A. And please don't forget about these families that I put out there on this Q&A. Please help those families. Those families need all the help they can. I need all the help that I can to find for my son. You guys, I've been standing together for my entire family, and I've been here since day one. My daughter started off with me as well. She's been handling some things on her own, but I'm telling you guys, like I said, I've definitely been here for over a year now, fighting for my son, and also trying to make sure I bring him back home to his mother, his siblings, and as well as myself. So you guys have been champions to help me with that. I really thank God for you. I love each and every last one of you, and I want to tell you thank you so much for even coming into this Q&A and supporting. Please come back this evening. I should have more content and things like that to share with you guys. I'll be working on that throughout the day, but I definitely want to answer your questions. So please come back if there's questions, if you have any, and I will be happy to answer the ones that I can. So thanks so much. I love each and every last one of you. Thank you guys for coming out and making a day of remembrance a success. I really thank you. God bless you for being here. Talk to you soon.